Shang-Tsung, Hannibal, not to be confused with Hannibal Lecter, Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great, and Napoleon. What did all these men have in common? They were all great strategists. In the video following, we will show you 5 different variations of strategy. They'll be the most common. Now there are millions upon millions, but sadly we don't have enough time to show you all those. The first one is a move called the pincer move. It's named so because from a bird's eye view, it looks like the pincer of a crab or a beetle. What it involves is one army charging straight at the enemy, while the left and the right flank encircles the enemy. Now the enemy will either turn tail and flee, or they risk being surrounded and either all the men are killed or most surrender. The next one is called ambush. The next one is called ambush. Many people probably know this one. Now many people probably use it in real life all the time. People use it in real life all the time, or play a prank. To scare a friend. But in this one, what it is, armies hiding. Armies hiding in a canyon, forest. It could be in a canyon. You can do it in just about any terrain. You can do it in just about any terrain. What it usually is or a small force of men attack the enemy, or a small force of men attack the enemy, and just to get the attention for a little bit, and then they just to get the attention back into the canyon, forest, into the army set up. Hopefully the enemy set up takes the bait and they charge after. Hopefully the enemy takes the bait and they charge after. Once they get into the premium spot, once they get into the escape in some way, shape, or form, you cut off their escape in some way, shape, or form. Then your armies will come out of hiding, then attack. Your armies either wiping out hiding and attack, or capturing the enemy, or capturing the enemy. The next one is called the Long March. The next one is called during the 100-Year War between England and France. Now there's a French word for it called the King of England and the Black Prince Edward. I probably butchered the word multiple times. You had to look it up for yourself. What it was is, but what it means, you have essentially a small army, usually now during the 100-Year War between England and France, as such. The King of England and the Black Prince Edward, attacking villages, burning them down multiple times, stay there for very long. What it was just meant to rile your small force, get them to do something stupid. Usually faster, because if they did something stupid, then usually you would have that much better chance they would charge through, or attacking villages, hitting them from another point of view. They would not stay there for very long. It was just another move is called your enemy up, get them to do something stupid. Online gamers might have heard, because if they did something stupid, usually what it is, you would have that much better chance of winning that fight, or that the enemy can never take a view from point. That could be countless. Another move is called turtling, numerous towers. Now, online gamers might have heard and on. Usually what it is creating a base so strong, the reason why I call it the enemy can never, there are different names for it. That could be countless men stationed on your walls, numerous towers, the list goes on and on, like a dome of shield. Another version, and you have spears sticking out and shooting arrows out, you have your swords sticking out, turtling. There are different, it's to try to create you might end up coming up with your own area of defense. Version of it, so much so you create almost the enemy like a dome either lose of too many men trying to, and you have spears sticking out, or it's just not shooting arrows out. You have your swords sticking out. The Spartans use to try to create of this called the phalanx, impenetrable. Now their version area of defense. Shields so much so that the enemy will either lose too many men. You might have seen it in like the movie 300, or it's just not worth the effort. It was a very effective move that in some way, shape, or form has lasted throughout the years. The last form of strategy we have today is called the wedge. It's named so because, like if you go at high school, if you ever seen the little blocks of wood That's called a wedge. It's usually a triangle of men made to pierce the enemy's defenses, to go as far through the enemy as possible, then have your men expand outward. And in doing so, you create chaos, you create a breach in their defense, allowing your backup forces to charge in and expand that breach further and further in hopes of winning the battle. That's all the time we have today, but we hoped that this video has in some way, shape, or form help you understand strategy better. If you want to learn more about strategy, there are many great books out, like Sun Tzu's Art of War. There's countless more. You can look up on Wikipedia. There are tons and tons of information out there that you could find out about strategy.